Man about town!
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Brickpiper1 and today I want to show you guys a new very strong Mayhem 10 Zane build, and this will most likely be the build that I will be using when the new Guardian Takedown comes out within the next week. This is a very strong build, but it does require some pretty decently rolled items. So with that being said, we can go into the talents. Now we are using the Seeing Dead class mod with this build, so we do want to go into a lot of kill skills. And the first tree we want to go into is Undercover, because we are using the Barrier talent, which is very strong. Pretty much just gives you really high survivability at most points when you're in combat, amps your damage, and gives you some other buffs. Now first we're going Ready for Action, improves your shield recharge rate and shield recovery delay. Brain Freeze, this does synergize well with some of the other stuff we're using. When you critical hit, there's a chance to slow an enemy, stacking that up freezes the enemy. Then we have Confident Competence, which while your shields are active, you gain gun damage and accuracy up to 35% of gun damage and 33% accuracy. Very good. And then we are going Charged Relay, which pretty much just gives you a speed boost with your shield, and then All Rounder, making your shield a dome, making you much tankier. So when you're getting shot from anywhere, your shield is pretty much helping negate a lot of that damage. Next tree we're going into is Doubled Agent. We have 5 in a synchronicity. You gain increased gun damage for each active skill, and with this build we have our skills up pretty much the entire time we're staying in combat because of a mix of talents and our class mod. Then we have, however you pronounce this, increased magazine size. Super good because we are using a lot of, we're using an SMG for a main weapon and an assault rifle for a main weapon. A lot of stuff you need to reload constantly with very high fire rates, so you have to reload a lot, and being able to just reload a bit less is always good, gonna help you pump out more damage more quickly. Borrowed Time, you gain increased action skill duration for every active action skill. This helps a little bit. I only went into 2 because you don't need this that much. Mainly get lower in the tree, get what we need, and you don't need 5 into this because your action skills will still be up most of the time. Donnybrook, it's a kill skill that stacks twice, gives you gun damage and health regeneration. Even though you're not using the Digi-Clone, this is still one of the strongest kill skills in the game. Incredibly strong for survivability and damage. Then we went Supersonic Man. We only went 2 into this because we need the points for other areas. This gives you increased movement speed when your action skills are active for each one, and we get increased damage the faster we are moving because of another talent. So next we're going to the Hitman Tree. We're going Violent Speed, kill skill which stacks twice, gives you increased movement speed, a really big movement speed increase for this. Then the reason we're getting all this movement speed, Violent Momentum, your gun damage increase while moving. The quicker you move, the more gun damage you get, and it's 20% of default walk speed. So you're going to be getting just a very big damage increase from running around at super high speeds. 2 into Salvation, which is just a life steal kill skill. It doesn't stack at all, but 2 is 6%. I don't think you need more than that with how much damage you're dealing. You're pretty much going to full heal yourself all of the time. Then we have Cool Hand, which is just a reload skill kill skill. You get baseline reload speed. Then after your kill skill is activated, you gain another increase to that, which stacks twice. Very good. We're reloading a lot. We want to reload very quickly. Then Death Follows Close. Your kill skills last longer, and they have a 25% bonus, which makes all of your kill skills have a 50% bonus because we also get another 25 from our class mod. Playing Dirty, this is a spot that I needed some of the other talent points for, because you want this to be at least 100%. That's pretty much what you want it at. If I didn't put another point in, it'd be at 90, so I'd rather get it to 105. This, when you proc the kill skill, your next 5 shots can fire an additional projectile, but ours is guaranteed because we have 100% or more into that chance. Violence, which stacks twice, gives you fire rate. I would like to have more in this because this would help you with a very big damage increase. A lot of our weapons are fully automatic, but some of our weapons, we do use a rocket launcher in this build a bit. The fire rate isn't as important as the extra shot, but we still get 10% from this, over 10%, so that's still pretty good. Then this is one of the most important talents of the build, kill skill. Killing an enemy increases Zane's action skill duration. The skill has diminishing returns, which you'll see with this and our class mod. This pretty much helps us keep our class mods up, or our action skills up, pretty much the entire time we're in combat. It's incredible incredibly strong. So second extra skill we're using is the drone. Then we're using bad dose just for some buffs and to weaken enemies, and then static field drains their shields, gives you some shields back. And with the next takedown being guardians, this will be really strong. Most things will have shields, so that will help keep us alive and do some extra damage. So that is the entirety of the talents. Now we can go into our items. Now we're going to go over the weapons second because there are a lot of weapons that can work with this build. So first, Seeing Dead class mod. Shooting things has a chance to activate all of your kill skills, and all your kill skills have plus 25% effect bonus. This is pretty much the catalyst of this build. For our talents, we have +2 in the multi-shot or the extra shot talent, 3 in a Donnybrook, pretty good rolls. And for our secondary stats, we have SMG damage, weapon damage, splash damage, pretty decent rolls, not god rolls, but we do use a rocket launcher, which takes benefit from the splash. Weapon damage, good for everything. SMG damage, one of our main weapons is an SMG, so pretty good overall. Then the artifact I'm using is the Ineffable Knowledge, which gives you stacking damage increase. This is pretty good because most of the weapons we're using are fully automatic weapons with multi-shot, so it stacks up quickly, but it's not integral to the build. So if you want to use, say, the slide artifact to dodge things, get better movement speed, or a tanky artifact, you can do that without changing the power of the build super drastically and just shore up what areas you want to give buffs to. The shield I'm using is a Transformer, just an ultra tanky shield, super good overall. With the Anointed, when your drone is active, you gain movement speed, which also is just good to dodge things and gives you damage increase. Our grenade, you can't really use a grenade in any way in this build. And for the Anointed on these, I don't know if there's any other Anointed that actually does anything for this build. This one can proc every once in a while. On extra skill N doesn't happen a lot for us when in combat. It can proc every once in a while maybe. Most grenades aren't going to affect this build that much. Now for our weapons, first we're using Yellow Cake on a lot of bosses. It's ×2, which is incredibly strong. I've done videos on this thing. It's in the cartel event. Go get it. It's incredibly strong. Probably will get nerfed in an upcoming patch. If not, that'd be pretty cool, but it's still super strong. We have the Anointed roll, which I think is the best on this. 300% increased weapon damage against targets above 90%. A lot of the bosses in the game right now that don't have immunity shields, you can one-shot with this or close to one-shot because it's so incredibly strong. Then we're using the OPQ system. I think this is in the cartel event as well. This is a ×2 super good weapon, and this has the alternate fire where you can shoot out another basically copy of this weapon that follows you around and shoots things that you look at and does pretty much the same damage you do. Super strong. Again, a ×2. Most weapons with ×2 or more will be decent with this build. Now for our 3 weapons that we're mainly using, I do have, while your drone is active, you gain 100% increased bonus cryo damage. Now this is a really good one and one of the best ones, but there's another one I think is going to be slightly better, which is while you have an extra skill active, you can get this on all weapons, you have 200% increased damage. Now that's super strong, and I think it's slightly stronger than this, but this one's still good if you don't have that one and have one with this, because this does give you that increased damage as cryo, but also cryo will help you freeze things, so that will help a little bit with, you know, freezing things. You're not taking as much damage, you could shoot them, kill them easier. So both are going to be really good, but I think the 200% is a place where I can still increase the damage of this build. Then the Monarch, this thing is ridiculous. It has ×8 on it. Again, it has the same Anointed roll, and this is pretty much just a rifle that shoots out a lot of bullets every shot, so this is really good. It also doesn't take 8 bullets every shot. It's not draining ammo that quickly. It shoots very quickly. Again, weapons like this with multi-shots, stuff like that, going to be super strong. Now for the Kayusin, I don't know exactly how to pronounce this weapon, but it's an incredibly strong SMG. It also comes in every element. I do have a few other ones, and this is a ×2 SMG, and what this does, it also pretty much has exploding bullets. They're kind of like a lot of the rocket launchers and other weapons that pretty much do a sticky when you reload. I don't think you actually have to reload, but they'll blow up after time, pretty much doing the same damage a weapon already does. So it's incredibly strong. That shoots 2 every shot, shoots very fast, ×2 really high damage. It's an incredibly strong weapon, as if you guys have been playing since this thing came out, a lot of you probably know that this weapon is just super strong. And this is one of the main weapons we're using because it comes in every element. It's just super well rounded, doesn't burn through ammo super quickly because SMGs have a lot of overall ammo. Super good, has that exploding effect. All super strong. And then most other weapons that have ×2, ×4, ×8, a lot of other weapons of the game are going to be pretty good with this build. Pretty much anything that sprays out bullets really quickly and sprays out a lot of bullets, extra bullets, are going to be pretty good with this build. But these are some of the strongest. So that's pretty much the entirety of the build. I'm going to be using this probably for my first run throughs on Zane with the new takedown that's coming out pretty soon. So subscribe if you want to see more Borderlands 3 content. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this build, and thanks for watching.
Try and get through this! Man about town!
Get ready for some more pandemonium! That's a big word!
Throw in the barrier!